They blend in seamlessly. They are incognito by design. If you're a frequent flyer, chances are you'll never even recognize them on your flight. We're talking about federal air marshals, a discreet presence to protect passengers, crew, and aircraft. But now, for the first time, many officers on this secretive airborne police force are being redeployed to, among other duties, serve sandwiches and check for lice.
I mean, I'm baffled here, May-Kay, as we bring in our Chief Transportation Correspondent, Pilot May-Kay Beeler. May-Kay, you got some explaining to do. What Marshals handing out sandwiches?
You can't make this stuff up,
Wow.
really. So according to reports, in a departure from their traditional role, hundreds of federal air marshals are being, yes, redeployed to provide security for flights with detainees in ICE custody. Now, this arrangement is raising concerns and eyebrows that marshals are being diverted from guarding against potential national security threats on board commercial passenger planes. CNN reports, in an unprecedented move, the highly trained agents are taking ICE posts, some at will, others under pressure, from supervisors, where agents are required, among other duties, to hand out sandwiches, clean aircraft, and check for lice when not acting as flight security guards. Now, redeploying certain federal air marshals, well, it's all part of Trump administration's effort to carry out the largest deportation operation in history, tapping employees from across the federal government to secure a goal of removing 1 million immigrants a year. Now, the government had hired a private contractor, GEO Group Transport, to provide security on board ICE deportation flights. So the air marshals are essentially now working under them to assist them. The Air Marshal National Council sent a cease and desist letter to the Department of Homeland Security and TSA, accusing the Trump administration of undermining security on commercial aircraft, moving air marshals now to the ICE flight, shuffling detainees to various detention centers and even other countries. The council told CNN it should be using federal air marshals for the job they should be doing. Quote, after 9/11, the only job air marshals have is to prevent another hijacking on commercial planes, unquote.
Ooh, yeah, this is there's some drama going on here. When we look at air marshals, what's sort of the backstory, like why we have them?
A lot of young folks don't even know about them.
Yeah.
Right? So they're on board incognito, blending in. You don't even recognize them, to protect us, to protect passengers and crew and U.S. air carriers from terrorist acts and, yes, even violence on passenger flights. They're highly trained in firearms, self-defense, investigative techniques, and aircraft-specific tactics. They monitor flights and intervene only when necessary to neutralize threats.
Okay, so obviously you just talked about 9/11, but that's not how they came about. How'd they come about?
I thought, oh, it had to start with 9/11, but
Right.
it didn't. It started back in the early 60s,
Huh.
and that was to help prevent aircraft hijacking. It started back that early, but since 9/11, of course, you can imagine their service has been expanded more than 100-fold. So right now, about 2,000 to 3,000 officers in service, and about 250 have been reportedly deployed to ICE.
Are there air marshals on every single commercial flight? Because there's got to be more than 2,000 flights.
Right. Oh, yeah. No, they're not.
Okay.
Typically on international flights, you know, where terrorists is more of a threat,
Yeah.
but domestic flights too. Not all of them. It depends on where the flight is leaving from, where it's going to,
Yeah.
what the passenger manifest looks like, who's on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
They check out different things, and typically they're the last to get on board because they're checking you out at the gate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fascinating.
Do you think you've ever seen one?
I was about to ask, have you spotted one, you think? Yeah.
No?
Or would you? I guess you wouldn't know, you know. And
You wouldn't know.
if everything goes as planned,
Yeah.
they get on and off. And
Right, you're not
they-
supposed to know,
You're
right?
not supposed to
They
know.
travel light, maybe just a backpack. Of course, they have their firearms and their handcuffs and all that stuff that we would never see. Typically sit in the back is what I'm told.
Oh, that way they can constantly
Yeah, and they get
surveil
on typically last. Of course, the crew knows they're there, but they're not part of the flight crew.
Right.
I think it's a great job.
I think
I would have loved to have
it's
done
kind of
that.
cool. I
Right?
mean, yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of a cool job. It's secretive, but I would feel safe knowing that, you know, that they're on the plane.
Yeah.
Or could be on the plane.
Especially with unruly passengers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seen those a lot, all right,
But now
May-Kay.
sandwiches and lice and
That's a whole nother.
Bless these people.
Okay, all right. Our Chief Transportation Correspondent, May K. Beeler. May K, thank you.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.